Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, lots of family, friends, feasting. Now we get to feast on some great stakes action this weekend. Probably the best we've seen since the Breeders' Cup. For example, Aqueduct. 4 graded stakes races going Saturday, 2 of those grade 1s. I'll be covering the grade 1 Cigar Mile, and they're going, you guessed it, 1 mile, and that's a 1-turn mile, on the dirt surface, projected to be fast and dry. All the talk in this race is about the speed up front. And yes, you have the likes of Vineyard Haven, Haynesfield, and I can even see Jerseytown in the mix there up front. They'll be cutting some very tepid fractions. I do not see any of these breaking away with an easy, clear lead. So it does set up nicely for an off the pace or even a deep closer type. I've settled upon the number 2 horse here, Soaring Empire, from that bunch as my win contender. Here's why. He's been raced very sparingly this year, came back Breeders' Cup weekend from a 5-month layoff, and really displayed a tremendous turn of foot in that 6-furlong Rutgers victory at Monmouth. Now, this was his 4th race in a row where he's shown steady improvement, and I love 3-year-olds this time of year that have been lightly raced because you can see yet another big move from this one. Maybe he's a horse for course at Monmouth, but given the generous odds we're likely to receive here, I'm definitely willing to take a shot on this one. Now, another one I like a bit here is number 8, Half Metal Jacket. Shows an improving pattern as of late. Has closed into some of the top contenders here in races before, but in those races the pace scenario is very sluggish. So he's certainly going to get a better scenario here today, favoring his deep closer style. Bourbon, another one here that's probably a horse for course. Deep closer, have a say here for sure. Finished second in this edition of the race last year, so look for another in-the-money finish today. Won't leave him off the ticket. Of the speed types, Jerseytown strikes me as the one that probably has the best chance to catch a piece of this one at a decent price. And another thing we should think about here is Breeders' Cup horses that have exited and come into this race over the many years have not really done well in this race, and that's kind of the Dubai factor. Boy, everything that you read and hear about, those Breeders' Cup races take so much out of these horses. They need a long time, long recovery time to come back to their best. So I'm discounting the likes of Musket Man, Vineyard Haven, and others in this race. So keep that in mind as we build our tickets too. And how do we bet this one? I'm going to put a big win bet on number 2. Going to cover that one in an exact 358 with 2. And let's try to cash a second ticket here. We'll go with a $1 trifecta, 2358 with all, with 28. Now, come back to Horse Racing Nation, Play the Day section. We'll have lots of great recommendations for this weekend of racing. And I wish you luck in this one. Until next week, go fast and win.